Hello everyone, I wanted to begin this video by thanking you all for the amount of time and effort that you have put into reviewing my application and your decision to bring it forward up until this point. You are by far the most competitive program that I'm applying to, and so even just making it this far is a really big accomplishment for me. I wanted to use this video as an opportunity for you guys to get to know me even better than you might have through my initial application, just because I feel like there were a lot of things I didn't really get to expand on in my statements that would give you guys the opportunity to get to know me better. So the first thing that I wanted to start off by expanding on is the relationship that I talked about in my personal essay with my mother, and how after she stopped speaking with her brother, I really became a confidant for her. What I really didn't get to mention in my personal essay is how I have this relationship with everyone else in my family as well, especially my sisters, but even my dad. They all feel like they can come to me and tell me things that they might not be able to tell other people, and feel like they can receive productive feedback that they can then implement into their lives to make it better. And I feel like this experience gave me the opportunity to really hone in on the skill of seeing a situation from multiple different perspectives, just simply because people could come in my own family unit, could come to me and feel like they can tell me things, feel like they can tell me their side of the story. So say my mother and my sister had an argument, they both would come and tell me their side of the story, and then from there I would be able to form my own opinion about what happened and either give them advice to resolve the conflict or even potentially mediate that conversation myself. And I feel like this is a really important skill for therapists to have, and I feel like it gives me a really big advantage beginning my career, but then is also something that will help me throughout my career. And I feel like this is because this is something that I will be doing with my clients on a somewhat consistent basis. I feel like a really big aspect of the therapeutic process is helping your clients reach a level of understanding that they were previously lacking. So whether that is helping them understand themselves and their thoughts and actions, or someone else and their thoughts and actions. And I feel like in order to do this, you do need to be able to shift your view on a single situation in order to help mediate that tension. And I feel like that's something that all therapists should be able to do, is think adaptively in that way. And I think it's important for therapists to be adaptive, not only in that way in which they think, but also in who and how they treat people and their clients. For me, a big goal of mine for my future career is to be able to treat people from various different backgrounds. That's something that has always been really important to me. I talked about my diversity studies certificate in my initial essays a little bit, but these were classes that really changed my life. Whereas before I took those classes and had that experience, I didn't value diversity and inclusion like I should have. While I claim to be an ally for various groups of minoritized people, I never really did anything to back it up. And so for me, it was really important going into my undergrad to educate myself on these issues, because especially for me specifically, the only minoritized group in society that I really belong to is in terms of gender, so identifying as a woman and being a woman. Other than that, any other experience that someone who belongs to a different or multiple minoritized groups have, the way they navigate society is going to be different from the way I do. And I feel like acknowledging that is something that every therapist should do. not only me specifically or even white women specifically, because this is a field that is running rampant with white women. And I feel like having the status of being a white woman is something that has meant so many different things for so many different groups of people in the past and even all the way through to the present time. And so I feel like for me, understanding what that status brings to certain people and knowing for myself what that means, not having to experience certain acts of discrimination and oppression. I feel like this knowledge is the bare minimum for what I can do to treat patients who come from different backgrounds from me. My goal is to always be able to accept these clients. For me, I don't have a particular set of people who I'm looking to work with in the future. I know a lot of people who go into this field have a specific population that they want to work with. I particularly, at the current moment, don't. My goal is to never turn away someone if I can't treat them effectively, simply based on background differences. As long as it's ethical, I want to be able to treat those people, and that is my own personal way of being the best ally that I can be into the future. And these classes and that certificate, I can confidently say has been the most personally challenging experience I have had in my undergraduate career so far. I feel like I have always been challenged academically, by my classes, my teachers, my advisors. I feel like I've always been pushed to be a better student and get higher grades. But I feel like the personal challenge of it all is something that has been lacking in my past educational experiences. And so the challenges in both respects, academically and personally, is something that I am actively searching for in my graduate studies program. It is something I'm wanting, and I feel like Auburn University and your program can give me the best opportunity to grow as a marriage and family therapist in this way. Even from all aspects of your program, even from where your program is located. In Alabama, I've never been to the southern United States, hardly. I've never lived there. I only have a few friends from those areas, and I know that there are a lot of differences between the northern and the southern United States. And so even just moving to Alabama would be a personal challenge for me, living in a different environment than what I'm used to. And it's a challenge that I am up for and looking for. And even to the qualities of your program specifically, the fact that your cohorts are only 6 students, and because it is so individualized, it means that there's no room for any of the students to really hide behind another. You need to be contributing, you need to be doing your work, and you need to be improving in order to be successful in this program. And I can see that already. And that's something that I'm prepared to do. And additionally, I know that the cohorts are so small because of the free tuition waiver that you offer. And that's something that in the past that I have been fortunate enough to experience. I have had the opportunity to have my tuition paid for a year, and I know what that opportunity means to not only the student, but their family as well. And if I did not think that I could thrive in your program, I wouldn't even bother applying to it, simply because I would never want to take that opportunity away from another potential applicant. And I would never want to make a program that's offering that opportunity to their students look bad or reflect them in a bad light. So just know that I don't take this lightly and that I really do want to attend your program. Thank you all so much again for this opportunity, even being considered up until this point. Like I said, is a really big accomplishment, and I look forward to potentially speaking with you guys over Zoom in the next few weeks. And until then, please stay happy and healthy and safe during these times. Thank you.